Good, you? Flyers versus the Renegades. Brown takes a draw by the Renegades. Back to the blue line. Brady sends it the other direction. Clark chips it in the zone. Loose puck, clear to the blue line. Brown grabs that. Picked up by the Renegades. They'll skate it off the far boards into the Flyers territory. Renegades pick it up first. Brady stands up his man. Picks it up in the near corner. Backhands to the half boards. Intercepted by the Renegades. Brown for Brady. He shovels that to intended for Clark. Picked off by the Renegades. Brown back in the corner. Leaves it there for Brady. Brady through the middle. That'll come to center ice. Renegades chip it into the Flyers territory. Thompson picks it up in the near corner. Takes it to the far side. Brown to the near wing for Hobart. He was on a streak. Kicks it in. Martin in his feet. Lets a shot go. Held there by the goaltender. Middlehurst steps in for the draw. Wins it. Renegades pick it up, bring it to their blue line and out. Through center. Back in the Flyers territory, down the near wing. Thrown out front. Milks holds that for the whistle. Middlehurst back in for the draw, wins another one. It's a dribble. He gets drawn back to his corner. Picked up the Monas at the half boards. Centering pass intended for Martin. No icing. Cleared to the point by the goaltender. Hobart picks it up, lets a shot from a steep angle. Rebound comes to Tribble. He gets a shot off. Back to Hobart at the point. He throws in the middle for Middlehurst. Shovel pass intended for Martin, intercepted by the Renegades. They'll bring it back through center ice into the Flyers territory. Steered just wide of the net. Rebound to the far side. Middlehurst to Martin off a skate. Comes back to the Renegades player at the blue line. They'll dump it in. Middlehurst picks it up and skates it out of the zone. The rest of the Flyers are going for a change. Middlehurst through the legs. Gets a shot on. The puck was settled there. Price holds the blue line for a second. Comes to center ice. Renegades in over the blue line. To the near corner. Campbell sends it back. Intended for Krause. Hops over his stick. Renegades ship it to the far side. Brown. He'll pin it in the far corner. Campbell lifts that to the blue line. Held there by the Renegades. Shot blocked in front by Critchley. That'll roll back into the Renegades territory. Drop there at the blue line. Brown lets a shot go. Off the pad. Not in. Brown back into the draw. He wins it. Arkema, he'll shovel it to the near corner. That'll roll behind the Renegades net. They'll pass it out the near half boards. Stretch pass up to center ice. Campbell picks it up. Sends it to the opposite wing for Critchley under pressure. He gets bumped. Renegades pick up the loose puck and bring it in the zone. To the near boards. Drop pass. Critchley got a stick on it to break that up. To Brown. Up to Critchley to the blue line. Held there by the Renegades. They'll send that harmlessly to the far corner. Campbell brings it out front. Picked up by the Renegades. Centering pass to Krause. He hits Critchley. Critchley up through center. Back in the Renegades territory. Brown picks up the loose puck. Walks out from the corner. Drop pass. Critchley couldn't get there in time. Brady at the blue line. Cleared out by the Renegades. Thompson at center ice. To the near wing for Brady. He left it there for Critchley. Critchley sends it back for Thompson. We got a delayed penalty. Brady in the near corner of his own zone. He hits the brakes, comes out with it. Renegades are all over him. Brady settles it down behind his own goal. Brings it up the opposite side. To the near wing for Thompson. Back to Brown in traffic. Arkema picks up the loose puck. Gains the zone. Takes it to the near corner. Drops it there for Brown. That'll come all the way back. Critchley picks it up the blue line across for Thompson. Thompson lets a shot go. Hits a Renegade stick, loose puck. Arkema to the near corner. Back in for Brown. Under pressure, Renegades finally touch it. They're going to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. Brown steps in to take the draw. 10:55 to go in the first period. Brown wins it. Middlehurst tries to pick it up. Finally gets it to Hobart at the point. Hobart walks in, lets a shot go just over the net. Rebound comes to Campbell at the far half board. She steps around his attacker. Sends it in behind for Middlehurst on the near side. Out front, Jennifer Brown pinching. Loose puck. Cleared out of the way by the Renegades to Hobart. He'll send that to Middlehurst along the near boards. Back to Hobart at the point. Hobart misfires. Battles kept the puck in the first time. Second time, Renegades fire that puck out. On target. Nooks leaves it there for Campbell. He'll come out the far side. Up to Middlehurst at his own blue line. Stretch pass intended for Hobart. Picked off by Brown at center. He'll gain the zone. Brown in the near corner. Catches an edge. Renegades fire that puck hard down to the far corner of the Flyers territory. Hobart back to pick it up. Gives it to Campbell behind his own net. Campbell to Middlehurst, the half boards. Miscommunication. Back to Campbell. Campbell across to Hobart. Hobart to the near wing, intended for Middlehurst. Martin to Middlehurst. Middlehurst, again, something there on the ice. Back to Martin out front. Tried to center it for a pinching tribble. Renegades get a piece of it and send it down the ice. Brady picks it up, leaves it there for Tribble. Tribble under pressure in the near corner. Brady up to Brown. Brown across to Brady. He steps around one to the near wing for Middlehurst. Middlehurst in over the blue line. Throws it on net. It's Brown in the skate. Played back behind the net by Monas. Out front for Brown. Couldn't get a stick. Renegades pick it up, bring it out of their zone. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Tribble picks it up, gets it in the near corner for Brady. Last rush of the penalty. Past everybody. All the way down for icing. Clark, touch that. Arkema steps in to take the draw. Arkema wins it. Campbell gets under pressure, gives it back to the far corner for Arkema. Arkema up to the half boards for Monas. Monas intended for Clark. He got a piece of it. Icing's waved off. Renegades get there first. Pick it up in the near corner. Monas applying pressure. They'll get it to the half boards. To the blue line, kept there by Krause. He'll send it back in to the near corner for Clark. Clark gets bumped. Puck's still there. Tries to get it to Monas. Renegades player kicks it up to the half boards. They'll pick it up and skate it out of their zone. Renegades centering pass at the blue line. Picked it up, brings it in. Shot. Nooks makes the save. Big rebound. Blocker save over the glass and into the mesh. .804 to go in the first period. Brown steps in to take the draw. Renegades win it. Critchley shovels it to the blue line, held there by the Renegades. Brown got a piece of it to the blue line and out. He gets stripped of it. Renegades ship it back in the zone. Thompson off the boards for Mason. He tries to fire it off the boards, held there by the Renegades. Back into Thompson. From the near wing for Critchley at center ice. Critchley shovels it forward into the Renegades territory. Renegades turn to the blue line, held there by Mason. Mason takes it to the far half boards. Out front, intended for Brown, just hops over his stick. Renegades off the boards to center ice. Thompson to Brown. Brown turns and goes in over the blue line. He gets hauled down. Renegades are going back to the box. They'll give him 2 minutes for head contact. Nope, maybe 4. Wait for it to come up on the scoreboard. Now, only 2. 7:15 to go in the first period. Middlehurst steps in to take the draw. He wins it. Renegades get a piece of it and send that down into the Flyers' territory. Milk sets it up for Brady. Brady under pressure sends it back to Thompson. Thompson under pressure hits it to Mason in the far corner. Mason peels it up the far wing, in over the blue line, cuts towards the middle, lost it in the corner, picks it up, gets it behind to Middlehurst on the near side. Middlehurst walks out front, shot in the pads, picked off by the Renegades. They'll send that down the ice. Milks leaves it there for Thompson. Thompson comes up the near wing. Sees Middlehurst at the Renegades blue line. He takes it in, hits the brakes. Intended for Mason, who was cutting across. Back to Hobart on his own blue line. Stretch pass for Critchley through the legs for icing. 1 minute to go on the power play. Brown in to take the draw. He wins it clean to the far corner. Hobart sends it around the near wing for Tribble, up to Monas at the blue line. He left it there for Brown. Brown under pressure at center. Takes it across to the far wing, lifts it into the blue line. In traffic, Monas kept it in. Walks out front, drops it there for Tribble. Tribble across to Hobart on the far wing. Top deflected. Martin tries to center it for Brown out front, picked off by the Renegades. They'll bring it down the near wing. And over the Flyers' territory, Tribble with a good stick. Brown bumps his man. Hobart picks up the loose puck. Sends it to the near corner. Tribble. Tribble, struggling, gets it across to the far side for Hobart. Hobart. So Martin in over the blue line. Martin with the shot. Hits a shin pad of one of the Renegades and misses just wide. Cleared to the near corner. Monas. Out the far side. Loose puck. Goaltender finally covers it for the whistle. Right. Maybe call that one. .509 to go in the first period. Middlehurst steps in to take the draw. He wins it to Clark. Back to Middlehurst. Loose puck. Shot. Missed just wide. Rebound picked up by the Renegades. They'll pass that to the blue line and out. And over the Flyers territory. Shot deflected wide to the near corner. Renegades to the blue line. Dumped back in. Kraus kicks it to the corner. Got a piece of it. Renegades still with possession, deep in the Flyers' territory. Kraus to the corner. Middlehurst steps in to help him out. Thrown out front. Campbell clears it to the point. Kept in. Back to the near corner. Kraus sends it out the far side. Campbell got there first, shovels it to the half boards. Clark back to Campbell. Campbell clears the zone up the far wing. Lifts it into the zone to the far corner. Loose puck. Campbell couldn't quite wrap the corner. Good effort. Renegades chip it back into Flyers territory. They'll pick it up the half boards. Kraus on the back check. Loose puck in front. Middlehurst just overskated. Another loose puck. Shot high over the net. To the near corner. Kraus gets there first to the half boards. Gets it to Clark. He'll clear the zone. Renegades at their own blue line send it back to center ice. Arkema kept it in. He'll try to shovel it to the corner, off the glass. Back into the Flyers territory. Brady kicks it to the near corner, to the half boards for Mason. He turns, tries to clear it. Shot, blocker save by Milks. That'll be over the glass and in the mesh. 3:27 to go in the first period. Brown steps in to take the draw. He wins it clean behind the Flyers' goal. Brady picks it up, takes it to the far corner. To Mason at the half boards. Back into Brady. He'll send it to the near corner this time. Renegades get there first. Critchley bumps his man, gets the puck to the blue line and out. Critchley up over center, gets taken down. Renegades play that puck back to the Flyers' blue line. Brady picks it up. Stretch pass intended for Mason, just out of his reach. Renegades cleared out of the zone. Brown to Critchley to Thompson. Brown's going to the box. Four minutes for intentional head contact. .253 to go in the first period. Mason steps in to take the draw. Renegades win it to the point, dumped into the half boards. Critchley bumps his man. Pins the puck in the corner. Critchley comes up with it. Gets out of the blue line, through center. Just over the Renegades' blue line. They'll turn it around, bring it up the other way. Back in Flyers territory, shot into the chest of Milks. Tribble clears it to the near corner. Renegades pick it up behind the Flyers' goal. Out the far corner. He'll circle up to the blue line. Send it back into the near side. Renegades back to the point. Into the near corner. Just sending it back and forth. Thrown on net. Missed just wide. Renegades shovel it behind the Flyers' goal. Tribble pinching. Comes back to the blue line. Mason applying pressure. Renegades shot. Milks got a piece of it to steer that wide. Centering pass. Critchley intercepted it. Shot blocked by or saved by Milks. Hobart gets a piece of it and sends that down the ice. Minute 46 to go in the period. Renegades hard around the boards to Krause at his own blue line. He'll just turn and fire that puck back in the zone. Martin in on the forecheck. Renegades up the near side. We'll cross through center, back in Flyers territory. Through the D, Milk steers that to the near corner. Renegades to the half board, centering pass. Back in the corner. To the blue line, shot blocked by Martin. Monas with the lead pass just out of Martin's reach. 1 minute to go in the first period. Martin in on his man in the far corner. Renegades to the half boards. We'll send it to the blue line and out. Back in Flyers territory to the near corner. Krause on his man, steering, keeping him on the south side. Campbell got his handle on that one and fires it down the ice. Renegades behind their own net, up to the near wing. Past the blue line, back in Flyers territory. Middlehurst to Brady, applying pressure. Brady pins it there along the boards. Drags it just behind his net, still has it. Brady comes up with it to the far corner. He'll lift that up through center ice to the near corner of the Renegades territory. Middlehurst. Applying pressure, Renegades to their blue line and out. Good stick by Monas. He'll send that puck back down into the territory. And that'll about do it for the first period. Here we go, start the second period. 1:08 left to go on the Flyers penalty. Arkema gets it, wins it forward, picked it up at center ice and dumped it back into the Renegades territory. Renegades in over the Flyers blue line. They'll leave it there at the point, across to the opposite wing. Shot on the ice, loose puck, cleared out of the way by Arkema. He'll send that to center ice. Renegades pick it up at their own blue line. Clark applying pressure. Renegades up the center. Back in Flyers zone. Drop pass. Shot tipped high into the glass. That puck will come around to the near point and out. Renegades waiting. Lifted into the Flyers territory. Bouncing puck was high. Brady turns, fires that down the ice. That'll roll past everybody into the Renegade zone. Arkema on his man. And he's going to the box for tripping. Back in, Hobor touches it in the near corner. Flyers penalty, number 8. Maddox Arkema, 2 minutes for tripping. 5-on-3 for 6 seconds. Middlehurst in for the draw. Has it tied up in his skates. Puck squirts out, shot. Milks holds that for the whistle. Flyers' first penalty is over. Middlehurst steps in for the draw. Wins it to the near boards. Hobart takes it to the near corner. He'll hold it there, trying to kill off the clock. Renegades lift it out to the half boards. Shot. Milk's got a glove on that one. Keep it to the outside corner. Cleared to the blue line, not out. Critchley. No, Renegades walk off the boards with it. Shot. Missed wide. Middlehurst picks up that loose puck. Turns, fires it to the blue line. Held there by the Renegades. Cross to the center. Shot. Deflected. Hobart got a piece of it to clear it down the ice. 1:15 to go on the penalty. Critchley in the Renegade zone. Renegades up the far wing. Out over the blue line to center ice. Passed across. They didn't like what they see, so he'll turn around back in his own zone. Middlehurst pressuring. Renegades passed up to center ice. Cross ice. Pops over a stick. Middlehurst doing a great penalty kill here. Renegades finally get it to where they like, in over the Flyers blue line. Centering pass, mishandled it. Critchley kicks it to the blue line, to the far wing. Middlehurst, he's probably gassed, sends it down the ice. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Flyers are changing. Renegades saw that one coming up the near wing. In over the blue line, offside. .23 seconds to go on the Flyers penalty. Mason steps in to take the draw, won by the Renegades. They'll bring it over the Flyers blue line. Shot tipped wide. Rebound. Milks holds the post. Makes that save. Mason back in for the draw. Renegades win it. Centered. They'll dump it into the near blue line. Puck takes a funny bounce, picked up by Campbell. He'll take it to the far corner. Shovel pass to the blue line, held there by the Renegades. Renegades across, locked in front. Renegades pick up the loose puck, throw it out front. Shot, Milks makes a huge save. Rebound to the far corner. Arkema clears it to the blue line, not out. Dumped back in. Kraus off the boards. Held there by the Renegades. Arkema on his man. Renegades out front. One-timer missed. Kraus bumps his man in the corner. Renegades pick it up. Martin off the Renegades player through center ice. Back in the Renegades territory. They'll clear that off the boards. Kept out Kraus. to Martin at the blue line. He'll tip that into the zone before giving chase. Renegades to the far corner. Off the half boards to the blue line, held there by Brady. Monas keeps it in. Renegades off the near boards to the blue line and out. Monas got a piece of it, dumped back into Flyers territory to the near corner. Brady lost it out front. Milks keeps that one out. Play to the blue line, still in. Back to Brady in the far corner. Brady changes directions, spins again, sends it out the far wing to Mason, to the blue line and out. Puts some snow in front of the players' bench and slows down. Monas intercepts that at center ice. Couldn't get a piece of it. Clark bumps his man, gets the puck to Brady. To the near wing for Mason. Mason in over the blue line. Shot. Hits the player, but still managed to get on target. Pad save. Clark runs over his man. Mason picks up the puck in the far corner. Sends it back, intended for Clark, but he wasn't there. Renegades pick it up, bring it out the far side. To their blue line and out. Back in Flyers territory. Brady missed the hit. Renegades behind the Flyers goal. He gets bumped. Out front, loose puck, shot. And it's in. Middlehurst in for the draw, won by the Renegades. Arkema with a good stick to break that up. Cleared to the center ice. Everybody skates over it. Renegades chip it into the zone. Hobart to the far corner. Middlehurst to the Renegades. They'll drop back to the point. Shot blocked there. Arkema to the near wing. Pops over the Renegade stick. Critchley picks it up. Cuts towards the middle. Throws it on net. Bad save. Rebound to Arkema. He'll send it there in the corner. Middlehurst tried to center it. Comes back to Hobart at the point. He gets a shot on target. Back to Middlehurst in the corner. Under pressure. Arkema picks it up. Tries to get it to Hobart. Back to Hobart. Shot. Missed wide out the far side. Tribble. Throws it in the direction of the net. Critchley picks it up in the far corner. He gets bumped. Renegades through center off of Arkema. That'll puck a roll into the near corner of the Flyer zone. Hobart off the glass to the blue line, kept in. Back to Hobart in the near corner. He'll send it to Arkema off the near boards. That clears the zone. Renegades touched it offside. 8:24 to go in the second period. Brown steps in for the draw. Renegades win it. Mason drives it over the blue line. With a shot from Campbell, missed just wide. Rebound to Krause on the far half boards. He'll throw it on net. Martin couldn't get quite the full handle on it. He sends it behind the net for Brown. Picked off by the Renegades. They'll chip it into the near corner. Centering pass intercepted by Campbell. He gets tied up. Krause with some good D. Keeps the puck out. Brown. Cross ice for Mason. Mason in alone. He lets shot go. He scores! Flyers goal scored by number 22, Justin Mason. Assisted by number 86, Alex Brown. 7:46 to go in the second period. Brown steps in to take the draw. Renegades chip it to the Flyers territory. Kicked off a skate. into the far corner, steered through the blue paint to the near side. Kraus, he gets bumped, gets the puck to Mason in the corner. Brown steps in, but puck comes back to the blue line. Loose puck in front, underneath Campbell. He couldn't clear it out. Shot off the side of the net. Brown to Kraus in the far corner to the blue line. He'll shoot it on net. Renegades are going to the box. Renegades 4 minutes for tripping. Middlehurst steps in to take the draw. He wins it clean to Brady at the point. Brady. Has that in, right to the Renegades. They'll send that down the ice. Milks leaves it there for Brady. He gets pinned behind the Flyers' goal. Back to Brady in the near corner. Out front, shot. Jesus. Maybe go apologize to him. Brown steps in to take the draw. Strong draw. Comes to the near wing. Campbell gets there first. Okay. Brown just passes it back to the Renegades. Why not? Shot tipped high over the net. Middlehurst in the far corner. He'll send it back behind for Campbell. Campbell into the ref. Let's go. Campbell to Mason at the half board. She taps that to Middlehurst. Middlehurst out over the Flyers zone, back in the Renegades territory. Middlehurst from his knees gets it to Mason. Mason across to Hobor. It's in! Woo! Flyers goal scored by number 19, Jackson Hobor. Assisted by number 22, Justin Mason. .6:13 to go in the second period. Brown back in for the draw. He wins it clean. Campbell, there's own blue line. He'll hit Mason at center ice. Back into Campbell. Opposite wing for Hobor. He turns, fires it wide of the net. Puck comes out front. Brown in there full force, gets it to Middlehurst at the half boards. Back to Brown, behind the Renegades net. He'll send it to Mason. Mason back to Brown. Brown up to the half boards. He'll skate it up to the blue line, leaves it there for Campbell. Campbell across to Hobor. Hobor walks in a little bit, gets it to Middlehurst. Going out front. Brown jamming at it. Nope. Brown gets taken down. They're sending Middlehurst and one of the Renegades for offsetting. And the other Renegade players take 2 minutes for roughing. .536 to go in the second period. 2 minutes for roughing. Nope, 4 for head contact. 5-on-3 for a minute and a half or less. Here we go. Brown steps in to take the draw. Brown wins it to Critchley. He'll send it back to Hobart at the point. Hobart across to Campbell. Campbell back to Hobart. To Campbell. Campbell with the shot in the glove. He saw the net. Nice save. Brown still in for the draw. Arkema picks it up, gets it to Campbell, across to Hobart. Hobart to Campbell. Flyers are closing in it. One-timer missed by Brown. He'll pick it up in the near corner. Brown to Hobart. One time. Loose puck. And the goaltender holds that for the whistle. 54 seconds to go in the Renegades' first penalty. Brown still in for the draw. He wins it. Arkema picks it up, gets it to Campbell. Campbell across to Hobart. Couldn't hold it in. Renegades poked that out of the zone. They'll set it down. Noakes leaves it there for Campbell. Campbell behind his net. To Hobart up the near wing. Hobart gains the blue line. Takes it deep into the near corner. Just missed the handle. Brown back to Hobart. He tries to throw it out front for Critchley. Brown picks it up, gets it to the near corner for Hobart. Hobart off the boards for Campbell. Campbell across to Arkema. Arkema walks in, lets a shot go. Loose puck. Finally covered by the goaltender. 15 seconds to go on the one penalty. Mason in for the draw. He wins it to Martin, to Tribble. Tribble tried to send it across to Thompson. Renegades kick it out of the zone. Thompson picks it up at center ice before he takes it in. Just offside. 4 seconds to go on the penalty. For the first penalty, rather. 2:41 to go in the second. Mason in for the draw. Renegades win it forward. Thompson picks it up. Backhands that to Tribble. Up to Mason at center. Mason got the blue line, but Renegades clear it back out. Tribble to Martin. Martin to Mason in over the blue. Mason takes it to the near corner. Shovels it behind the net. He's under all kinds of pressure. Mason in the far corner. Ships it to the near corner for Clark. Clark walks off the boards with it, just overskated it. Renegades clear that to the blue line and down the ice. First penalty is over. 2:05 to go in the second penalty. Tribble picks it up behind his net. Cuts to the near wing. He gets tripped up. Renegades are going back to the box. To Mason at center ice, back to Tribble. He'll send that to Thompson. Thompson waits. Thompson up the near wing. Flyers couldn't generate anything there. Renegades back to the box for tripping. Come on, boys, use this. Brown in for the draw. Picked up by the Renegades. They'll skate that up to their blue line and out. Pressure them, boys. Back into the Flyers zone. Everybody was waiting for them to make a move. Dribble to Brown at the half boards. He'll skate out of the Flyers zone. Brown in over the blue line. Through the middle. Shot. It's in! Woo! Flyers goal scored by number 86, Alex Brown. 2:49 to go in the second period. Brown in for the draw. From draw, Monas picks it up at center ice. Leaves it there for Brady. Renegades overskated it. Monas picks that up again at center ice. In over the blue line, drop pass for Arkema to Brady at the blue line. Brady takes it to the far wing. Turns, jumps, throws it on net. Monas has it in his skates. Out front, Brown couldn't pull the trigger. Renegades clear that rebound all the way down into the Flyers territory. Milks leaves it there for Brady. Brady kicks it back to the corner. Overskated. Brown picks up the loose puck. To the blue line. Second effort by Brown comes out. Renegades chip it into the zone. They're offside. Brady picks it up. Oh my God. Back to Brown out front. Nobody can get it. There's 3 Flyers, 1 Renegades, and nobody can pick up the puck. Brady to Monas at the blue line. Monas back in the Renegades territory. He gets hauled down. Puck goes to the near corner. Brown bumps his man. Arkema steps in to pick up the puck. Arkema sends it back in the corner for Monas. Arkema and Brown and Monas all trying to dig it out. Monas walks out with it. Gets it across. Krause with the shot over the glass. Or over the net, rather. Brady throws it to Brown in the skates. Across to Monas. Monas with the shot. Bad save. Rebound picked up by the Renegades in the near corner. They'll send that to the blue line and down. Back to 5-on-5. Renegades in over the Flyers blue line. Shot into the mesh. And they're sending Brown to the box for hooking. 1 minute to go in the second period. Mason steps in to take the draw. He wins it clean to the near corner for Hobart. Wasn't expecting it. Renegades walk out. Top corner. Mason steps in for the draw. Wins it forward. Picked up by the Renegades. They're back in the Flyers territory. To the half board. Shoveled towards the net. Loose puck. Mason clears it to the slot. Shot. Gloved down by Milks. Mason back in for the draw. Won by the Renegades. To the blue line. Critchley drives his man to the glass. Renegades with the puck in the near corner. They'll walk to the opposite corner. Under pressure. Clark gets it to Mason. Mason out through center. In over the blue line. He lets a shot go. Missed just wide. Clark couldn't get the handle on it. Renegades clear that to the blue line and out to center. Hobart. Cross ice. for Mason. He lets that go into the zone. Critchley through his legs, picked up by Mason. He lets another shot go, blocked in front by the Renegades. Cleared to the blue line. Hobart keeps it in for a second. And that'll do it for the second period. Let's go, boys. Start the second period. Brown steps in and take the draw. Won by the Renegades. They pick it back at their own blue line before taking it up the far wing. Off the glass, that'll settle down behind the Flyers net to the near wing. Shot off a Renegade skate, comes out front. It'll clear to the half boards. Brown gets a piece of it, lifts it off the glass to center ice. Clark picks up the loose puck. Couldn't hold it. Clark in the near corner. Tries to send it to Brown. Brown to Critchley. Critchley intended for Brady, just out of his reach. Loose puck. Overskated by all three of them. Brown picks it up, brings it back out of his own zone. Misses a hit in front of the gate. Comes back towards the Flyers blue line. Hobart to Clark at center. He'll one-touch that to Brown. I think the Flyers got bad skate sharpening jobs in the intermission. Renegades off the near boards. They'll skate to the blue line and out. Chipped into Flyers territory. Icing's waved off. Puck stops dead. To the near wing. Back in Renegades territory. Misplay. Monas applying pressure. Renegades clear the puck to the blue line. Played back in by Tribble. Back to center and lifted into the Flyers territory by the Renegades. Hobart to the near corner for Tribble. Tribble to Martin at the half boards. He gets into the blue line and out. Renegades offside. Miller steps in to take the draw. Another one won by the Renegades. They'll lift that into the zone. Bouncing puck. Nooks covers that for the whistle. Middlehurst in for the draw. Scrum draw in some feet along the half boards. Martin getting ragdolled. Puck comes to Tribble. He'll fire that to Monas. A little too hard. That's going down for no icing. Renegades to the far corner. Up to the half boards. Martin bumps his man. Gets the puck to the corner. Chipped out. Middlehurst out front to Monas. Monas shot. Just missed wide. Middlehurst in the near corner, sends it out the far side. Monas to Hobart at the point. Back into Monas. He walks off the boards. Martin gets taken down. Cleared to the blue line and out. Bouncing puck. Picked up by the Renegades. They'll skate it towards the Flyers blue line and in. Martin had it in his feet after he bumped his man. Shot. Pad save by Milks. Rebound. Sitting there. Blocker save up high. Bouncing. Shot. Another pad save. Rebound comes to the near corner. Thrown out front. Martin with a good stick. Shovels that to Monas at the blue line. He'll skate it up to center and lift it into the Renegades territory. Renegades goaltender holds that for the whistle. Brown steps in to take the draw. Scrum draw. Renegades to the half boards off of Mason's stick. He sends it back into the corner. Renegades to the near wing. Krause pinching, keeps it in. Gets it to the corner for Brown. Brown with the shot from the steep angle. Hops over Krause's stick. Renegades pick it up and bring it out of the zone. Renegades in over the Flyers' blue line to the far corner. Out front, through everybody. Shot from a steep angle. Milks holds onto that one for the whistle. Brown in for the draw. He wins it to the near corner for Krause off the half boards. Puck takes a funny bounce. Arkema picks it up, skates through center to the opposite wing in over the blue line. Drop pass intended for Brown, intercepted. Thrown out front, no Flyers are there. Clear it to center. Krause to Brown. Brown gets the red line and chips it into the Renegade zone. They'll play it to the far side. To the blue line. And finally out to the near wing. Lifted into Flyers territory. Off the side of the net. Milks sends it there to the corner for Campbell. Arkema tripped over something. Campbell, under pressure, sends it off the far boards to Brown at center. He gets pinned. Arkema picks it up, brings it back into the Flyers territory. To the near wing, Mason. To Arkema at the blue line. Not out. Brown all over that. Tried to get it out. Mason bumps into his man. And Brown's going to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. .48 to go in the third period. Middlehurst steps in to take the draw. He gets it to Thompson. Thompson shovels it to the blue line. Bouncing puck held there by the Renegades. Renegades off the far boards to the corner. Throwing out front. Loose puck. Shot blocked in front by Brady. Comes to Middlehurst. He doesn't get all of that one. To the blue line. Shot. Pad saved by Milks. Thompson had his stick tied up in the Renegades. They'll play to the far boards. Middlehurst stabs that through down the ice into the Renegades territory. Clark giving chase. Drop pass picked up by Clark to Middlehurst. Middlehurst with the shot. Pad save, rebound to the far corner. Middlehurst, he'll hold it there. Renegades get a piece of it and bring it up through center ice. Back into the Flyers territory, and that'll be icing. Minute 14 to go on the Flyers penalty. Critchley in for the draw. Won by the Renegades to the corner. Played off the boards all the way down the ice. That'll be icing. Critchley back in for the draw. He has it in his feet. Martin keeps it in, shovels it to the near corner. Renegades pick it up. Hit the brakes and come up the near side. Stretch pass to the Flyers blue line. To the near wing. Shot. Pad saved by Milks. Comes to Hobart. He'll clear it to the half boards. Kept in by the Renegades. Renegades walk through the middle. Thrown on net. Tribble got a piece of it to the blue line and out. Renegades back at their own blue line. To the Flyers blue line. Picked up by Critchley. Critchley reaching for it, gets it to the far boards. Pins it there. Critchley tries to throw it out front. He gets hit. Renegades with the puck in the far corner. Renegades up to center ice. In over the Flyers blue line. To the far corner. To the near side, tried to throw it out front. Krause got a stick on that. Kept it to the outside. Critchley at the half boards. Renegades in the near corner to the opposite side. They'll walk up. 5-on-5. Critchley blocks the shot, picks it up in the near side. He'll send that to Brown. Stretch pass for Martin. He touched it. Martin chases his man into the far corner to the blue line. Critchley lifts it out to center ice. Back to Campbell. Campbell intended for Middlehurst, picked off by the Renegades. He'll throw that towards the net. Krause ties up his man. Gets it to Monas through his legs. Renegades still with possession in the Flyers' territory. Campbell in the far corner. Sends it behind for Krause. He carries it up to Critchley. Critchley at the half boards. Renegades come up with it. Back to Critchley. He'll send it off the boards to center ice. Middlehurst applying pressure. Might have got away with one there. Renegades back at center ice, in over the Flyers' blue line. Shot, bad save. Krause clears it to the near corner for Middlehurst. To Krause, off the glass. That takes a funny hop, bounces out in the middle. Shot to the far corner by the Renegades. Campbell on his man. Cleared to the blue line. Shot, deflected wide. Monas picks it up at the half boards. To the blue line, up to center ice before Renegades trap it there. Middlehurst gets a piece of it in over the blue line, but the Renegades turn it around. Renegades back in Flyers territory. To the far side, thrown on net, loose puck. Cleared out of the way. Back in behind the net to the far corner. Renegades played it to the near wing, shot. Milks makes the save, rebound picked up by Arkema to the blue line, not out. Blocker save, back to Arkema in the corner. He'll fire that off the glass, pops over the Renegade stick and rolls into their end. Flyers going for a change. Mason applying pressure. Renegades up the far wing. Arkema pins him at the corner. Brady trips over something again. Brown chases his man into the near corner. Back to Brady. Under pressure, Brady gets out of the blue line to center. Shovels it towards the Renegades zone. Runs out of room. Renegades off the far wing to Thompson at his own blue line. To Brady on the near wing. Back to Thompson on the far end. He'll throw that off the boards to center ice for Mason. Mason in over the blue line. Shot just over the net. That'll come to the center ice, picked up by Brady. Brady sends it back into the Renegades territory. They'll skate it up. There's 6 guys on the ice, but that's all right, I guess. Thompson to Brady to Arkema. Arkema in over the blue line, down the near wing. He gets pinned. Brown picks up the loose puck, shovels it to the corner. Renegades tried to clear it out the far side. Clark with a good stick, gets it to Brown. Brown gets bumped. Renegades get the puck to the half boards, the blue line. Held there almost by Hobart. Just offside. .10:22 to go in the third period. Brown in for the draw. Brown wins it to Hobart. Hobart picks it up, brings it in over the blue line. Throws it on net. Bad save, rebound to the far corner. Martin gives it there to Brown, in his feet. Brown left it in the corner. Renegades come up with it. To the near wing. They'll lift that high through center ice into the Flyers territory. Hobart picks it up, back in his own zone. Stretch pass to Martin in over the blue line. He'll get that to the near corner. Renegades fired around the far side. Hobart pinching, keeps it in to Brown. Brown off the boards. Tries to get it to Tribble. Puck comes out. Renegades pick it up and bring it out of their zone. Across the ice. Back in Flyers territory. Good stick by Clark off the ref. And the Renegades are going back to the box for that one. Interference. 9:28 to go in the third period. Middlehurst steps in to take the draw. Strong draw, Middlehurst. Gets it to the corner. Critchley and Middlehurst. Back to Critchley in the near side. Critchley walks out from the corner to the half boards. To Brady at the point. Back in for Critchley. He's getting pressure. Middlehurst steps in, picks it up. Back pass to Brady. Brady with the shot. Tipped just wide of the net. Mason in the far corner. Sends it across. Brady to Middlehurst. To Brady. Brady across to Campbell. Campbell with room. Shot. Loose puck. Held there by the goaltender. Brown steps in to take the draw. Stopped by the Renegades to the far side. Obar pinching. Gets it to Brown in the corner. Brown behind the net for Mason. Mason out front for Brown. Couldn't get the right angle on it. Cleared to Middlehurst. Across to Hobart. Hobart winds up. Brown to Mason in the near corner. Across for Middlehurst. Streaking in. Couldn't quite get it. Cleared to Campbell. He'll send that to Brown in the corner. Renegades send it behind their net. Out to the far corner. Campbell to Middlehurst. Back into Campbell at the half boards. Campbell walks in, shot. Blocked in front. Back to Campbell. 40 seconds to go on the penalty. Pops over Mason's stick. Comes to the near half boards. Hobart picks it up. Back to Mason. He sends it behind the net. Brown just couldn't hold it. Renegades clear it to the half boards. Hobart to Brown. He'll send that to the near corner. Mason. Mason comes up the wall to the blue line, drops it there for Hobart. Across to Campbell. Campbell with the shot. Loose puck. Middlehurst couldn't bury it. Hobart with a shot. Had that blocked. Gets that to the corner. Rolls behind for Middlehurst. Somebody go to the net. Middlehurst. Walks off the board, shot, loose puck, cleared down the ice by the Renegades for icing. Arkema in for the draw. He wins it. Moniz gets it to Clark. Clark out front had his pass intercepted. Cleared down through center ice. Icing's waved off. Thompson picks it up in front of his net. Cleared to center ice. Moniz to Arkema. Arkema had his stick check. Thompson sends that in the zone. Renegades pick it up. Bring it up. Far wing. In over the Flyers' blue line. Through the middle. Shot over the net. Stop. Standing around. Renegades pick it up, bring it to the far corner, out front. Good stick by Thompson to Moniz. Moniz to the near half boards. He'll send it off the boards to Brady at center. Brady off the boards, intended for Arkema, who's standing still. Back in the Flyers and Thompson. He'll take it out the far wing, sends it to the near side. Moniz at center, in over the blue line. In traffic, gets to the near corner. Moniz gets bumped. Cleared to the blue line. Brady turns and fires just wide. Moniz picks it up behind the Renegades net, takes it to the far corner, throws it out front for Clark. Bouncing puck. Arkema couldn't get a stick down. Moniz behind the net. Arkema steps in to help. Clark's out front of the net. Puck's held there. Clark pinches. Moniz gets the puck, finally in the corner, turns, fires, hits a player to the blue line. Campbell throws it on net, deflected. Arkema shot, missed wide, out the far side. Renegades cleared it back to the point. Thrown in on net, blocked by the Renegades. To the far corner. Renegades turn, fire. Moniz keeps that in. Moniz walks out front. He's tied up. Comes to Kraus with the shot, blocked in front. Kraus swipes at it. Renegades clear it out. and touched by a high stick. 5:17 to go in the third period. Brown steps in for the draw. Scrum draw, gets to the far corner, Hobart to the near side for Tribble. He sends that to Brown off his backhand at center ice. Picked off by the Renegades. They'll dump that back into Flyers territory. Tribble deals to the corner, drills it out front. Renegades, shot missed wide. Renegades throw it out front. Tribble keeps it on the outside. Played behind the net. Renegades in deep, shot deflected wide. Critchley tried to shove that along the boards. Brown steps in, loose puck on net. Milk steers that to the near corner, cleared out of the ice, or out of the zone and down the ice. .429 to go in the third period. Middlehurst in for the draw. He wins it. Brady gets knocked over in the near corner. Middlehurst picks up the loose puck up to the half boards. Left it there for Clark. Clark up to the blue line and out. Renegades back in the Flyers zone. Skate to the outside. Shot. I think Milk's got a bit of a blocker on that one. Puck to the blue line. Glove down by Brady. He turns, sends it off the half boards. But the Renegades were great at passing to them. Thompson in the far corner, shovels it. Intended for Martin. Renegades jump on it. Reach. Martin finally clears it out. Middlehurst picks up that loose puck. Skates through the D, lost the handle. Cleared back to the blue line. Up through center ice. Thompson took too long to attack that one. Renegades in the near corner, shot off the stick of Milks. Brady picks it up, takes it behind the net. To the near wing for Middlehurst. Middlehurst up the boards. Intended for Martin. Renegades back into Flyers territory. Krause clears it out. Renegades a little back and forth between the blue lines. Krause gets a piece of it back in the zone. Cleared out. Middlehurst, he'll send it off the boards. Renegades turn, fired off the boards to center ice. Krause. Renegades dump it back in to the Flyer zone. Campbell. Off a Renegades player, back to himself. They'll pick it up in their own zone, turn and backhand it out. Up to center. Mason. Back at his own blue line. He'll send that up for Kima or Brown. One of the two. Brown powers his way through. He gets pinned. Loose puck. Brown gets hauled down right in front of the ref. No call. Renegades up to center ice. Arkema intercepts that. Fires it off the boards. The Renegades at center ice. They'll send it back in. They were offside. Renegades clear the zone. Campbell takes it up the far side to the near wing for Krause. Stretch pass off of Brown's backhand and picked up by the Renegades. Back in Flyers territory. Shot. Rebound out the near side. Krause to Mason at the blue line. He'll drop that for Brown. Brown down the near wing into the blue line. He'll get it to the near corner. Minute 45 to go in the period. Renegades clear that down the ice. Icing's waved off because nobody was moving for it. Tribble to Mason, waiting at center ice, in over the blue line. Shot. Ooh, through the legs. Blocker save. Renegades clear that down the ice. That'll be icing. Minute 26 to go in the third. Flyers call a timeout. 26 to go in the third period. Brown in for the draw. He wins it. Middlehurst turns, fires. Blocked in front by the Renegades. Cleared off to the half boards. Tribble for Middlehurst. To Brown. He gets leveled. Critchley to Middlehurst. Up to Campbell at the blue line. Campbell walks in under pressure. Sends it back behind the net to the near corner. Hobart tries to dig it out. Brown pressuring. Renegades get it to the far boards. Up through center ice. Renegades into the Flyers' territory. To the far wing. Shot. Hooks off the glove. Brown leaves it there for Campbell. Campbell back to Brown. He shovels out to the blue line. Middlehurst picks it up. Cuts to the near corner. In over the blue line. Shot. Pad save. Rebound sits there. Picked up by Critchley in the far boards. Renegades to the blue line and out. They'll get the center ice and dump it in the zone. Milks sets it back to the far corner. Campbell in traffic. Renegades pick it up. Back to Campbell. 15 seconds to go. Campbell to Middlehurst at the blue line. Intended for Critchley through his feet. Brown picks it up. Behind the net. Renegades fired around the near boards. To Hobart. To Critchley. Critchley intended for Brady. Had his stick lifted. That'll do it for regulation.